everybody, Backyard Bullion here. Welcome one and all to this week's Ponderous Wednesday. If you are new to my channel or don't know, Ponderous Wednesdays where I take a slow, leisurely, ponderous ramble around an interesting and thought-provoking topic to stimulate some interesting discussion down in the comment section. And this week we're going to be talking about the subject of how do you know when to sell something that's grown in premium, whether that's a bullion coin, a proof coin, a special release coin. When do you pick and choose your time? Because there's a lot of money to be made on some coins when they have a hype around them, like the snowman, or when they just appreciate incredibly well, like these Rwandan nautical coins, or even just the Queen's Beast bullion coins. How do you know? That is the overarching question of today's video. Of course, everything that I'm talking about today is just meant for entertainment purposes only. It's not financial advice. So any financial decisions you make having watched this video are yours and yours alone. It's just humble old me talking a little bit about my experience of having sold some of these high premium coins at a profit. Now, before we delve into that, I just want to mention the MK Bars channel rounds. So you've probably seen these from a number of other YouTubers out there. Mine has finally arrived through the international post, so a massive thank you to MK Bars for sending that through. Now, these are channel rounds that can be purchased on the MK Bars website for not just my channel, but a whole host of other channels with various different social media platforms. This is the YouTube background here with the sort of TV, the idea that we're all watching YouTube on our TVs at the moment. Can't say that I am here in the Backyard Bullion household. I still watch it on my phone and PC and tablet, but you know, it's still a very, very cool round, very well designed. Proceeds from the sales of these go to support my channel, everybody's channel. When one of these little pieces is made, we get $2. It's not a lot, but at the same time, it's basically a de facto way of being able to be sponsored by a big brand, MK Bars. So a massive thank you to MK Bars for the opportunity. And thank you as well for them for a 10% off discount code on mine and anybody else's channel rounds if you use the code BB10. Links are down in the description below to the page where you can see all of the different YouTubers. There may be YouTubers there you haven't discovered yet, so it's well worth going over and having a look. But I thought I'd share that with you today here as we talk about premium items and working out how and when to actually look to sell a premium item, because there is no arguing that there is a lot of money to be made in selling and flipping a premium coin. And this week is very pertinent because we've seen the Gruffalo released from the Royal Mint. Now, the time I'm filming this is actually exactly on the morning that the Gruffalo came live. Now, I'm not purchasing one, and I can tell you for why. I think that it's going to be a little bit of a hyped up coin like this snowman was. I think there's definitely going to be a room for a little bit of profit in that first, you know, couple of days perhaps, maybe. But beyond that, I don't think that there's going to be a long-term kind of flipping potential for it. I mean, I could be wrong. I probably will be wrong in certain cases. I was very wrong about the 2016 Peter Rabbit, which I suppose highlights my point here, that there's, you know, there is exceptions to the rule. The 2016 Peter Rabbit, my parents have got one, my mum has got one, and she refuses to sell it, even though she can make, you know, £300, £400, £500 profit on that one single coin alone. She's refusing to sell it. So it's really difficult to know when you want to do it. I suppose it comes down to a lot of the reasons as to why you are holding on to things. Like this snowman coin, you can see here there's some issues around the coloration of the coin and the kind of imprint of the snowman and the boy. It's, I think, one of those kind of mint error coins. You know, it's not quite perfect. And Dad had a couple of these and sold them a few weeks ago, or a few weeks after, sorry, the release of the snowman coins, when the general price of them were around about £90, and he got about £130 for each of his. He didn't know it was a mint error, of course. So, you know, there's still money to be made on things like this, and picking when to choose to sell it is really important. For me and Mrs. Backyard Bullion, this is one that we're not going to be selling. We love this coin. We absolutely adore it. Snowman was a big part of both of our childhoods. We remember the books and the cartoons on the TV at Christmas, and you know, it's not something for us. So there's always an element of heart before head sometimes in these things, and yeah, it's, you know, it's not always about making a profit. Sometimes it's about enjoying, you know, enjoying the coin for what it is and for what it can mean to you. And I think that's very true of, you know, an example like this particular coin, which I featured last weekend, the Flat Earth coin, incredible coin from PowerCoin. If you still want to get this, you can. It's in pre-order. There's a 10% off discount code for this one. I'll put a link to that video where I talked about this coin there. But it is, you know, it's pretty Pretty incredible, but at the same time it's a big risk, but it might grow in a premium, and if it does, when do you choose to sell it? So I'll talk a little bit about some of my experiences of selling such high premium coins. So this is a 5-ounce Tuvalu Dragon. Now this is not my coin, this is actually a Silver Forum member's who has passed it on to me to sell on his behalf. I have a significantly sort of higher selling presence online on eBay and various other platforms than this particular seller, and he's asked for me to help, and I'm more than happy to do that because I get to enjoy this coin once again because I have already sold my first one. Now I sold it for approximately £500. You know, buying them for approximate, I think including delivery, it was approximately, you know, £400. So there was £100 profit there, which is a really good markup. You know, to make £100 in a short 6-month turnaround on £400 is significantly better than you're going to get any interest rates from a bank. But how do you know if it's going to go up even more? Well, the short of the answer is you don't know if it's going to go up even more. You also don't know if it's going to crash back down even more. We saw with the Snowman at its peak in that week after it was released, there were some selling for £200, £220. And you know, I was saying, Dad, you should sell them. It's not going to, they're not going to get any higher, and it's more likely that they're going to come down lower in the end. So, you know, I was trying to convince Dad to sell them, but he decided to hang on, and of course he ended up with a slightly lower price. So, you know, it can go round in circles both ways. You know, these are incredible coins here, by the way, the two Rwandan nautical coins from they're fantastic. I absolutely love them. 100 mintage each. You know, the mintage plays a big part in some of these things. If, of course, you've got an incredibly low mintage, when they come on the market, the sellers can really dictate the prices that they want. And I've seen these listed for very optimistic prices, £3,000, £4,000, £5,000 or dollars. I think it's £3,000, $4,000 for these coins, which is, you know, it's quite mercenary to kind of list them for those. I'm not listing these. I want to keep these for the series. I genuinely think that these will form a better price point for everybody in the series. Also, when we see the third release, it'll be very interesting to see what the mintage is like on those, on the third ones, because if it's changed from 100 to something higher, then these will automatically garner even more premiums on them. So sometimes it's worth waiting for future releases of coins to come out. Another good example of that are the Queen's Beast series in 1-ounce gold. So the Lion was the one that everybody was talking about, how it was going up and up and up in value, and it was really accelerating in value as well. And it was, you know, garnering 1,300. I saw dealers asking £1,500 for a 1-ounce gold Queen's Beast Lion. You know, and we're talking the same kind of realm of mint release money as there's the nautical coins here. So, you know, huge premiums on something which has got thousands of mintage rather than just 100. So yeah, you know, there's definitely an element of having to wait for the series, because we've seen then the Griffin come out. And the Griffin has a lower mintage than the Lion, supposedly. That is some of the information that we're seeing coming out from the Royal Mint, that the Griffin has actually a lower mintage than the Lion, which is really fascinating stuff, and I'm very excited for that in the future. And now, of course, the Griffin has overtaken the Lion in terms of, you know, the premium that's growing on these coins. And a certain part of that is the aesthetics of the coin as well. You know, the Griffin, in my opinion, is the best design in the series by a country mile. It really is absolutely incredible. I mean, let's have a look at it all really close up to the camera. It is absolutely phenomenal, and I think it's, you know, it's only going to stand the test of time, in my opinion, because we've just seen it as well this week, the Yale of Beaufort design being released, and it's one hell of an ugly coin, let me tell you. That Yale looks like it's got some very serious dermatological, I can't say that word, skin disorders, that's what I'll say. Yeah, so that's, yeah, you know, my advice there is to perhaps hold on to earlier releases in a series, and then, yeah, you can see what will happen in the future. And, you know, at the end of the day, though, I guess one of the messages which I always live by, and one of the kind of tactics that I always live by, is if you go into something not expecting to make a profit on it, like these coins here, we always have the underlying safety net that they are always going to be worth 1 ounce of gold. So yeah, we paid a premium on them, you know, £1,500, so £500 premium on each coin. I'm fairly confident that we'd get that premium back if we wanted to sell these, but at the very worst, we're always going to get the weight of gold back in terms of value. So, you know, there's always that safety net there for me. But it's about understanding what you want out of it at the start. So if you're going into something and you're buying it because you really like it and you want to keep it, that's fine, but be aware that buying because you like something like this flat earth is a potential recipe for having money locked up in something that you're never really going to see a return from. You know, prime examples like the 50p coloured coins of the subsequent years of Peter Rabbits, the Paddington Bears. You know, my mum and dad both bought those sets. They're just money pits. They really like them. That's great, and they're going to get enjoyment out of them, which is nice to know. But at the same time, they're money pits. So if you're in this to make profit, sometimes it's head over heart, which really does need to prevail. So there's so many different tactics, and I would love to know your thoughts on this subject. So please do let me know your thoughts down in the comment section. Of course, this doesn't just span coins; it spans rare collectible items and rare hand-poured silver items and premium hand-poured silver items that are in demand. Not saying that any of my humble little channel rounds will become rare and sought after in 100-year time, but you never know, and that's, I guess, part of the fun of it. But regardless, these are incredibly well made from MK Bars, and if you are interested in them, as I said, there's a 10% discount code off mine and all of the other channel rounds there, and you'll be supporting all of the other channels as well. So when each of our own channel bars is sold, we get $2. So if you use my code to buy Silver Baggins or Silver Bean Counter or Silver Saver or whoever else, they'll get $2, not myself. So it's a really good way of supporting the entire kind of community, both on YouTube, there's Instagram rounds, various other things like that coming out as well. So very, very cool stuff from MK Bars. So let me know your thoughts down in the comment section on flipping premium coins and the results that you've had. Let me know your best result that you've had. That would be very interesting to see. I think my best result to date has been the Ares God of War coin and the Poseidon God of War coin, or Poseidon God of the Sea coins. Those very cool high relief antique coins with the gold gilding on. I bought those for like, what was it, like £450, £500, sold them for £850, £900. I think the first one was £900, second one £850. Could have held on to those for a lot longer, seen huge prices on those, but at the same time, releasing £400, £500 profit is an incredible thing for me. That's what I want to do, and that's the decision we make, and that's fine for me. So yeah. So if you like this video and you like these coins, then please make sure you hit that thumbs up button and share it around on your social media. That would be very helpful for everything that I do here on my channel. And if you'd like to see future videos like this, then please make sure you hit that subscribe button. And if you are already subscribed, you know what to do. Hit that alarm bell. Otherwise, that is all I have to say. Thank you one and all for watching. I hope you all have a fantastic week ahead. And please make sure you like, share, comment, and subscribe for more.